And
Ba-da-ba-ba-da.
we're live.
We back.
We're here.
Rocking it.
Everyone thought the podcast was dead. It's not.
Resurrected.
We resurrected it.
We brought it back.
Just like Jesus on the third day.
It's been 3 weeks. We brought it back.
I think it's only been 2. No, I guess by the time this comes out, it'll be 3.
Hot dog.
There we go. I blame Tony.
Yeah, I blame Tony too.
Yeah, it's all Tony's fault.
It's Tony's fault.
Tony, if you're watching this, it's your fault.
Why did you do this to me, bud?
Feel bad.
You made me sad.
Yeah, you should feel bad about that, Tony.
You went, we invited you here to have fun, to be a part of our show, and then you go and do that.
Just a big jerk.
You're just a big jerk.
Anyways, hello, beloved customer, and welcome back to Septic Guys No Shit. As always, I'm your little friend, the head of the tabletop, the hero of the hookah, your chief apparitions officer, and the man with no face, and your guide to the beginning of your new favorite rabbit hole, Ruben.
Dubin.
Gross. To my far left, we have
What? That's a fun
the
nickname.
clinch. No, it's not. The clinch to your meister.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't smoke doobies.
Well, okay. I don't mean that like you're smoking doobies. I mean that just like I'm just being funny and saying doobin.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Gosh, the whole vibe's ruined now. I'm kidding. Anyways, to my far left, we have the Clinch Meister, our magnetic musician, the strong arm of the law,
Harm of the law.
and the strong arm of the law, and the Omega Predator / the Frozen Liberator, Ethan.
What up?
Well, we're back in it.
Dude,
We're here.
it feels good. It feels good to be back.
Yeah.
We've just been busy. I've been busy. I had stuff going on.
Yeah. I
Finalizing some stuff.
probably should have done a solo episode, but I
I really thought you were.
I just didn't. I didn't have anything to talk about then.
That's okay.
Yeah.
We got a cool topic today, though.
We do have a cool topic today. It was one that I finally scrounged up a little information on, and
Oh, good. Good. I got a little bit, too. Not enough, but
I think it'll be enough between the two of us.
I think my week update, though, is that randomly I've been working on musically trying to understand the musical modes.
Oh yeah,
Dude, the church modes. That's what they're actually nominally called.
the church nodes.
Yeah. Yeah, musically it's really cool. It can change the way that a song sounds based off of the movement of some notes, and yeah. It's really cool. It's definitely challenging my brain a little bit. It's a lot of mush at times because it's just cool. It's just cool stuff. But that's cool. Yeah, there's not.
Yeah, nice. Did you know that stuff on the blockchain where they like hold information and like the servers and stuff that they process are called nodes?
That's interesting. That's very neural.
It is very neural. Blockchain is just a ledger, man.
Interesting.
It's all about learning your mind. Anyways, my week update is my sweet boy, Harold Goose. He is a minor local celebrity now.
Yep.
Because he will be on some brochures and some other shit where he goes to daycare. So that's pretty big.
So are you getting any kickback from that?
No, and I didn't ask for any.
Oh, okay.
I didn't feel like asking for any. I was just like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I got a really cute photo of him out of it.
Yeah.
So I feel like that was payment enough.
That's fair. They're not going to give you like no discount on daycare payment or whatever.
No, not that I know of. I mean, they may end up, but I didn't ask for any.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's already nice enough that I get to take him there. So,
Hey, yeah.
I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth or anything like that.
Absolutely.
So, all right. Well, that's kind of our week update. Tony doesn't have a week update because he's not here.
Yeah, you dingo.
Doesn't even watch the videos when we put them out if he's not in them. Anyways, so Ethan.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to read you some Bible verses, and then we're going to start.
Okay, here we go.
So, if you would turn with me, beloved customer, to Daniel chapter 4.
Mm-hmm.
as I pull it up on my phone.
Okay.
So we will start in verse 10. The visions of my head as I lay in the bed were these. I saw and behold a tree in the midst of the earth, and its height was great. The tree grew and became strong, and its top reached to heaven, and it was visible to the end of the whole earth. Its leaves were beautiful, and its fruit abundant, and in it was food for all. The beasts of the field found shade under it, and the birds of the heavens lived in its branches, and all flesh was fed from it. I saw in the vision of my head as I lay in bed, and behold, a watcher, a holy one, came down from heaven. He proclaimed aloud and said thus, chop down the tree and lop off its branches, strip off its leaves and scatter its fruit. Let the beasts flee from under it and the birds from the branches. But leave the stump of its roots in the earth, bound with a band of iron and bronze, amid the tender grass of the field. And let him be wet with the dew of heaven. Let his portion be with the beasts and the grass of the earth. Now, beloved customer, I don't know about you, but I've never seen a tree that big.
That's huge.
That's really big. But you know what would be that big? Devil's Tower, Wyoming.
Yeah.
Now, beloved customer, if you don't know what this is, stop what you're doing. Unless you're driving, then wait till you get
driving
to a place to stop.
Yeah.
Or help pull over. I don't care. Just don't be driving and use your phone.
Be safe, please.
And look up a photo of Devil's Tower, Wyoming.
Yeah. National monument.
It's a national monument. It was made a national monument, not a park, in 1906 by old Theodore Roosevelt himself.
Good old big stick.
Now, Ethan, you know why did they do that?
So there were a couple of reasons, and one of the most known reasons was the Antiquities Act of 1724, September, not 17, September 24th, 1906. It said that Roosevelt used the newly passed Antiquities Act of 1906, which granted the president the power to protect objects of historic or scientific interest as national monuments without prior congressional approval. That's pretty. That's a pretty big presidential act to have that power. But it cited that the tower was an extraordinary example of the effect of erosion and natural wonder. Scientists at the time were fascinated by its columnar jointing, then believed to be the core of an ancient volcano. That was their belief then.
That's what we still think.
That's what we still think. And they also made it a national monument because there was significant local support to protect the site from private entry, commercial exploitation, and this is the weird one, resource extraction, such as logging or mining.
Which the bitch doesn't grow. It doesn't grow trees.
That was common in the region during the 19th century. So it sounds like this is some sort of resource, some sort of considered resource. It's not showing to be a resource, but it's considered a resource, which is why they protected it as a national monument, something that only scientists and possibly government officials can look into.
Yeah, no, it's weird. It's super weird too because igneous rock, I mean, like, no one's mining that shit.
It's true.
So, okay, so beloved customer, if you haven't looked up the photo, I'm going to do my best to explain it to you. Basically, what you have, Ethan, will you pull the dimensions for us for the size of this tower?
Yes.
So basically what this tower is out in the plains of Wyoming, just out of nowhere, there is it's like 1,000 feet wide, right?
It is.
I know it's like 1,200 feet tall.
200 feet. So the diameter is 200 feet by 400 feet.
Wait, what? How's that? 200. Oh, 200 feet at the top.
Okay, base diameter at its bottom, where the vault, approximately 800 feet at the bottom.
So you've got this 800 foot wide,
1 mile around.
1 mile around.
Roughly 867 foot tall.
Yeah, 800 foot tall structure that is that looks to be giant volcanic stone hexagons.
Hexagon, heptagon, and pentagon.
And pentagon structures.
5, 6, and 7 structures.
All Legoed together.
Yeah, pocketed. Yeah.
And it looks like a giant tree stump.
Yeah.
Now, you may ask yourself, well, geez, for some reason we named it Devil's Tower in 1900. There would have been Native Americans there before that.
Yes, a lot of the Native Americans wanted to keep it that way.
What did the Native Americans think it was? And so let me tell you about the Lakota and Kiowa people.
Those two specific tribes, because I thought there were 2 others.
We'll get to those.
Oh, good.
So we're going to talk about the Lakota and the Kiowa people. How they understood this tower was, well, back in the day, there were 7 little girls playing, and a couple of big old bears spotted them.
Yes.
A couple big old bears. Big old bears started chasing these little girls because they were going to eat them.
Yeah.
And as the girls ran, they got onto a small stone and started to pray to the Great Spirit of the Sky. And the Great Spirit of the Sky responded by raising the stone and started growing into the heavens. Then, as the bears attempted to get to the little girls, they would climb up the stones and then fall back down, and their giant claws ripped these vertical grooves in this stone structure.
That's a massive bear.
Way too many. It'd be a humongous bear. And anyways, the stone structure grew so high that it reached the heavens, and the little girls became the stars that we know as the constellation, the Pleiades.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. And so that's how the Native Americans understood it. Now, here's the other big deal with the Cheyenne people. Mm-hmm. There was a cultural hero that was known as Sweet Medicine.
Okay.
Now, Sweet Medicine, according to tradition, went up to Devil's Tower. Now, Devil's Tower with the Native American people was not known as Devil's Tower. It was actually known as Bear Lodge.
Yeah, something tribal, right?
Huh?
They had a specific name for it.
Bear's Tippy.
Yes.
Teepee. Bear's Lodge.
Bear's Teepee. Bear's Lodge.
So he went to worship there and receive sacred laws from the Great Spirit. It is said that this place is his final resting place before he died. He foretold the arrival of the white man and the disappearance of the buffalo from Bear Lodge.
Well, that sucks.
Well, he was right. We wiped out the buffalo.
We did.
And so how it ends up getting its name is because in 1875, we had one of our colonels.
Colonel. Highest rank.
Yep, Colonel Richard Irving Dodge. He led an expedition to the area, and his interpreter reportedly misunderstood a native name for the site, and he likely thought it meant Bad God's Tower.
Oh, wow.
And so because Bad God equated to devil, the explorers then named it Bad God Tower.
Bad God Tower. I actually like that name better.
I think it's cooler. Bad God Tower.
Bad God Tower.
Anyways.
BGT. I need to correct myself. Those columnal structures are not 5, 6, and 7, but they're 4, 5, and 6.
4, 5, and 6.
Sided columns. 4, 5, and 6 sided columns. Some of them, some of the largest columns in the world, some reaching up to 600 feet tall and 8 foot wide.
Yep.
That's huge.
Oh, dude, they're humongous. And they're all vertical.
Which is even crazier.
It's not like you have different portions of rock stacked together. Like them, like it's straight up and down.
Right.
So that got me thinking, though.
Yeah.
So you had that verse in Daniel,
Yeah.
and then I see a picture of the Devil's Tower,
Which is wild.
and all I can see is a tree stump.
You're not wrong. You are not wrong. The size of it, giant tree stump. Yeah.
Yes, because if this was true, say that this situation was true in the book of Daniel, that it wasn't just a dream and a prophecy, but also a reality that happened. Well, what would a giant tree stump like that look like?
That's fair.
And here's why I don't buy the volcano thing.
Yeah. The whole plumbing structure.
There's no volcanoes there.
Now, unless we go back to Pangea or Polygon of Wonderland.
Okay, yeah, sure, but like
At
you're
that time,
gonna
it could have
tell
been-
me that a volcano froze.
No,
it
I'm saying
cooled
that
down.
I'm saying that it moved. I mean, we understand the tectonic plates move.
I understand. Right? Well, I've never heard of a volcano moving.
There's a like. I am no geologist. I am no tectonicologist either. Tectonologist. My understanding of the tectonic plates is that whenever there's a shifting in the earth, the plates are moving themselves. They're expanding and contracting, that kind of thing. And I would not be surprised if Pangea was a thing, because I don't know. I don't have a personal opinion on it. I'm still unsure. If Pangea was situated in a sense where Devil's Tower is in Wyoming, was over a section of the earth that did have said volcano.
Okay.
It had that plumbing down to the molten core or whatever that created a volcano.
Yeah, it has volcano.
It has volcano. And then as tectonic plates shifted and it moved, maybe it moved from volcanic location to non-volcanic location and it died there. And that's what's left.
See,
I could see that.
Here's my problem, though. Okay, so they're saying that it's the top and like kind of what they would call the throat of the volcano. That's what's left.
Yeah.
And that volcano disappear.
Yeah.
This cools down and stays there, and then through erosion reveals itself.
So it must have been a hill of some sort.
Where's the other mountains? I've seen Solo Volcano, but I've never heard of mountain disappear.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know.
I don't know if there's a fault line near there or anything like that. That was probably some pertinent research we could have done.
It's possible.
From my own particular perspective, I've never heard of mountain disappear.
Right. I was curious if there were other structures like this one.
Yeah, because I started looking into those too, because I was like, other big tree?
There's not another big tree. There's a famous Led Zeppelin album.
Yes.
That has a picture of what's called the Giant's Causeway on it in Northern Ireland. And there's another plumbing-like structure.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Which is really cool for our viewer that is hiding himself. You see this here? He's not paying attention. Anyway.
He can't hear. It's okay.
No. Apparently there's a place called Fingal's Cave in Scotland.
Mm-hmm.
It's on an uninhabited island of Staffa. Or Staffa. I don't know how to say that. I'm not Scottish. Please don't at me. It's a sea cave formed entirely within hexagonally jointed basalt columns. This one has mystical folklore about it having involving giants as well, like the Giant's Causeway. Then you've got Corrado de la Salia in Mexico. It's another monolith that dominates the skyline. You got the Gilbert Peak in California. This one looks fairly close, almost too similar to Devil's Tower.
Big tree.
Big tree looking structure. Near perfect wall of vertical columns. It's one of the finest examples of columnar basalt in the world. The difference compared to the others is that the post pile is much younger, about 100,000 years old, compared to the 40 million year old Devil's Tower. That's what they're claiming the age of it is for Devil's Tower.
Yeah, and I don't. Carbon 14 dating is weird. It can sometimes be a little sporadic.
Right, yeah, that's all based off the carbon that we have.
I know. Yeah, because you're doing math backwards. Like, this is how much carbon it should have had, so this is how long it would take.
Right.
And you're like, well, wait, but how did you know how much carbon it should have?
Right.
I don't know. I don't do math and chemistry. It's just math.
I don't either. Apparently it's shrinking.
Yeah.
Devil's Tower is shrinking.
Yeah, because it's falling deeper and deeper into the earth because of the iron and bronze bands around its roots.
It's finally breaking.
Yeah.
Come alive again.
You know what? So here's the thing.
Oh, no. I didn't know this was
Here's
a theory.
the thing. The flat earthers believe that.
That it's going to fall down and wake up?
Yeah.
And what kind of volcano in Wyoming?
No, big tree.
So it's going to fall down, shoot up?
Yeah, big tree come back. Yeah, I know.
How's that going to work?
I don't know. I asked flat earthers, man, but they
I feel like you'd need a lot of power to make that happen.
big sun, big tree.
Big moon, big tide.
Yeah, big face, big
Push,
conch.
push.
Exactly. So, because what they claim is that, especially, so basically, the idea that this is a tree goes back to the mega tree, no forest conspiracy theory.
Okay. Educate me. What is this?
So basically, this is mostly found in flat Earth, and so it's no forest on Earth theory. It ties in with.
Wait, hold on. Are they saying that there are no forests, so the stuff that we have isn't real?
No, the stuff that we have are shrubberies.
Oh, so they're saying that. So it's not just necessarily flat Earth. They're saying that we were inhabited by giants. We are miniature people, and giants used to inhabit Earth.
No, not exactly. No,
That's gotta be funny. That's like that Jack Black movie.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
No, so what they are arguing is that the theory suggests that the Earth was covered in real trees that stood 20 to 40 miles high. And that modern trees are actually shrubs.
So then, what about the redwoods? What do they think about the redwoods? Because redwoods are huge.
Big shrub.
Or
Big shrub. Not mile high.
more mature tree, or baby tree.
Well, the problem with the redwoods is they fall over.
Because they get too tall.
Yeah,
Not enough power.
because big shrub.
Maybe Devil's Tower is taking all of its energy.
Could be. So they think that modern trees are shrubs. That
crazy.
what we call forests are actually just the equivalent of tiny brushes or undergrowth compared to the ancient giant trees.
Okay.
That our mountains are actually stumps. Flat-topped mountains or mesas like Devil's Tower in Wyoming or Mount Roraima, I don't know, in
Mexico?
South America
Oh, okay.
are the severed remains of these world trees. And that what happened was that our actual original trees were cut down by massive machinery or destroyed in a global cataclysm, leaving only the rubble behind.
That's hard to believe.
So they say that the hexagonal columns on sites like Devil's Tree and the Giant's Causeway claim that these are actually the cellular fibers of the tree trunks.
Okay, so you're telling me that these trees are so strong and so powerful that when they die and they become these structures, that these slabs that fall off, which are huge, you can hit them and they will sound like a bell, and they've become crystalline.
They're not claiming that. They're
Okay.
claiming that the machinery that cut them down did that to them.
Oh, so it's like cutting something with a saw, and the saw gets so hot that it causes it to burn.
Yes.
That,
Big lightsaber.
I guess. Maybe it's just the sun. The sun was so hot that it cut it down.
They think something harvested the earth. They don't know what. They're not going to claim anything like that.
So, geez, that's so.
But if we want to tie it back to the Bible, if a holy one, a watcher came down, cut down big tree, we do have reference to the Bible turning a lady into salt at one point.
Yeah.
So it's not crazy to me if you cut down big tree and it becomes rock due to the intense heat of the cutting or something.
Yeah, but that would be like, that is so intense that it's completely changing the whole structure of the tree itself. It's saying you no longer are tree, you will become rock.
Yeah, because it's so hot.
Which I get. Okay, so
and that these rock, it's actually just a texture issue. That these sedimentary and igneous rocks are actually petrified wood that has lost its organic appearance over eons.
Okay, so let's think about this in a different sense.
Okay.
Charcoal.
Yeah.
Okay. Wood charcoal.
Yeah.
Same idea.
The exact same thing.
You take wood pieces, you heat them, you put them in a box, you cover them up, they get hot, and then you leave them, and then they cool off, and they become and turn black, and their structure completely changes.
Yeah.
And in many ways, I think if you look at the structure of charcoal, it is crystalline.
Oh, it is, because if you crush charcoal long enough, it becomes diamond.
Yes, yeah. Which is weird.
It's crazy.
So, nuclear fusion. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So now now the science is claiming that's all bullshit because the biological limits of trees are limited by gravity and hydraulic pressure. So currently the tallest tree, the Hyperion, is about 380 feet.
So a third of it. Because it was saying it was 800.
A third of just the trunk.
Whoa.
So they're saying that
where is that tree?
Even I think it's a redwood. I think it's one of the California redwoods that science won't tell people where it is.
That's fair.
Yeah, because they don't want people to go goof with it.
No, yeah, you'll mess it up.
Yeah. So, anyways, even with a high oxygen levels, a tree cannot pull water higher than roughly about 425 feet because the weight of the water column would break the surface tension. So it can't get water up into its branches and leaves and stuff to then photosynthesize more than 425 feet. So that's what science is saying. Also, the geologists have analyzed the materials in these formations. And Devil's Tower specifically, they're claiming is made of phonolite porphyry.
Yeah.
And that is apparently an igneous rock formed from cooling magma, not organic carbon or petrified wood.
Huh. I'm still trying to understand the science behind the water getting up to the leaves.
Okay.
If they're testing that, I am beginning to wonder if gravity is playing an impact on that.
Yeah, they're saying
because gravity falls at 9.82 feet per second. Maybe that is causing the limitation of the 425 feet.
Yeah, that's literally what they're saying. That the trees can't pull the water and overcome gravity because if they pull any harder, the surface tension of the water breaks and the water then no longer travels up the tree.
Yeah, but this is plant we're talking about.
Yeah, but plant has to move water through cell. And cell
but
needs...
plant isn't human.
Yeah, but the cells still pull the water.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just kind of...
Do you think that we interviewed a tree to find this out?
I think that's the only way.
Ah, there it is.
You have to interview a tree. You have to ask the tree, how do you do this?
Well, you know who you actually ask? The Lorax.
He speaks for the trees.
He speaks for the trees.
I think that's really smart.
Isn't that right, Matt? There you go.
We
See,
need to
Matt
get
knew.
we need to get the Lorax. But I guess it just makes me wonder, like, if the Hyperion, if the Hyperion is the tallest tree, and they're saying it's 325 feet or whatever,
380.
it's only got
Can't get much taller.
120 more feet left.
No, less. We have like 40 more feet left. 50, 40 more feet left.
Oh, yeah. I can't do
top
math.
end is
Sorry.
425.
Right.
But it can only pull the water up 425 feet. So if the roots find it lower than that, it literally can't get much taller, is what science is saying.
Yeah, so then that doesn't then Devil's Tower is no way a tree.
Why do you just believe in science? They lie to us all the time.
Well,
They told us that COVID was going to kill like half the population. That wasn't true.
it did kill a lot of people.
But not half the population.
I think what bothers me about this is that we're putting a human scientific understanding onto something that is not human in a way.
Okay.
This is really
Interesting.
Stupid.
Interesting. I like your perspective. Keep going. Let's walk down that road.
So I don't think we understand plants
Okay.
100%. Like, I'm not trying to get this guy in trouble, but apparently there was some guy on Joe Rogan that was talking about mushrooms.
Oh, yeah. Mushroom guy.
And he was talking about, I think he was talking about the portobello. He might have been talking about a different style of mushroom.
No, he was talking about the portobello.
And how there was the claim that it's like one of the biggest mushrooms.
Yeah. The ultimate like subterranean mushroom.
Right. And we may be on one.
Yeah.
And then he goes, I can't talk anything more about this.
My life is in danger.
My life is in danger. So
I hope I get famous enough one day to say that over something really stupid.
that's what I'm saying. That's cool. But that makes me think, if that guy's life is in danger about mushrooms, then we don't understand some of these structures, some of these things that are going on with nature. So then to put something that we have created, we think is the process, okay, this is how we should test this, is by seeing how the water goes up. How far is water going to go up? Oh, only 425 feet because of gravity, because of whatever. We don't know how plant work. We understand that it has these cells and that it's supposed to move the water up. But it also could be doing this other thing where instead of getting taller, it's getting wider. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you get longer tendrils of your roots, just like what we see in our IRL job.
Yeah.
We see systems that are completely engulfed by roots.
Yes.
Those roots don't just go down, they go out.
It's true.
And the more out they go, the bigger the root structure gets. The bigger, the larger, wider, thus and therefore that tree will get wider because of said roots. So it makes me wonder, maybe we're putting something that we're considering, okay, this is what we think, this is how we're supposed to test this.
Yeah.
When in reality,
I thought you left.
okay. Excuse me. Oh, really?
Oh, well, bye, Ethan.
Y'all are too kind.
All right. You know, Matt, though, here's the thing. If Devil's Tower really is a tree, guess what we can't do? Dig around it.
can't dig around it?
No. Because of what you read originally. What can you not do? Mine.
Oh, yeah. We can't do anything to even figure out how wide it is.
No.
Other than the actual structure on the outside.
No, not unless the U.S. government says, yeah, sure.
Right.
And guess what they're not going to do?
No.
Yo, yeah, for sure not.
We ain't
If you
gonna
wanted
do
to
that.
run LiDAR scans around there, no.
Nothing. Yeah, you're not allowed to do anything around it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just kind of think that we're testing it based off of a human understanding of what we think is happening, when in reality I don't think we understand 100%.
Or maybe we're not being told it.
That's a possibility. I mean, some of the technological advances that we have potentially will get us to that point of understanding. But at the same time, I don't know, what is it? It's like unrevealed information. We're supposed to be veiled by this.
Yeah, it's hidden information. They might just straight up be lying to us.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it may not be this whole like mega tree theory that it's really the flat earth and that our trees were 240 miles tall or whatever it was, right? 20 to 40 miles tall. But you know, this particular subject did remind me of a fable from when I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
Jack and the Beanstalk.
Yes.
And what happens to Jack and the Beanstalk? They grow that big vine, go up there, and then the giant wants to come down and eat them, and they have to cut down the big tree.
So do you think that Jack and the Beanstalk is like some really old story of something that actually happened?
What if it is?
That would be wild.
What if it is? Because, okay, here's where we're going to get a little woo-woo.
Okay.
A little woo-woo warning for all of our beloved customers. There is this idea in the spiritual realm that trees are portals.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so because all tree roots connect, you can jump from tree to tree.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe not physically, but spiritually. That's
Sure.
the idea. What if you did have evil entities traveling back and forth and using these humongous trees? And then in Daniel chapter 4, God cuts them all down.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you know anything about that chapter, that's a dream that Nebuchadnezzar has. And then he becomes a crazy person.
Yeah.
Well, it says that he turns into a beast. I don't know exactly what to make of that. But that's what happens. And Daniel tells him, look, you know, this dream is about you turning into a beast. But the funny thing about dreams is sometimes they may have one interpretation, but they may also be subject to a reality that is happening.
Yeah.
What if Jack and the Beanstalk is just a retelling of that same story?
Ah, that's a good point. Selling of the cow to get some beans.
Because at the end of the day, what the beanstalk does is it reaches up into the heavens
Yep.
and brings down an evil that you have to get rid of the portal
Yeah. You got
to
too
make
high.
sure the evil can't get to you anymore.
Yep. You got too high. Sorry. Can't do it. Got to cut it down.
It's a bad deal.
Ah, interesting.
And so there's this idea that there were these mega trees in the world, and that around that time that Nebuchadnezzar has that dream, God cuts them all down.
Yeah. They also very well could be considered like high places.
Oh yeah,
Where
it's
people
definitely
were
a high
offering
place.
high places, people offering sacrifices.
Well, yeah, because the high places are literally like just straight up really tall places.
Yeah. Yeah. Edomites had one. And they also had a cave.
Oh yeah,
The Edomite cave.
yeah, where you go and have sex.
Yep. Yeah.
Because that's what all those old ancient altars were just beds
Yep.
for you to just bone.
Yeah. Because it was supposed to bring rain.
Well, and also so that way you could make a Nephilim.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you were sleeping with a
Because you're
fallen
trying to have sex with demons.
angel and a demon.
Shout out, beloved customer.
Shay, thanks, Genesis 3
And Genesis chapter 6.
and 6.
You know, yeah, so there you go. You know, that's kind of Devil's Tower, man.
That's kind of wild. That, yeah.
It may be Jack and the Beanstalk, and we're just looking at it. And it's
That'd be
weird
cool.
that the girls become the Pleiades. It's weird that there's 7 because there's 7 spirits of God.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
It says it in Revelation.
Oh, okay.
So it's always weird
It's been
when
a
you
minute.
get these old stories that have the reoccurring numbers like 7, and then it becomes like they become a constellation, like a star people
Yeah.
kind of thing. Because like you have when Jesus is born, the constellations come down and sing,
Right.
and so those are angels. We know those are angels.
Yep.
So some angels look like constellations,
Yeah.
and
It-
so here this is a story of these girls, 7 spirits going into the sky, 7 girls going into the sky to mock the 7 spirits of God, and the Pleiades being a constellation that's formed from the giant tree that
Yep.
God cut down because they were trying to come down
Yep.
instead of them going up.
Yeah, it was their pathway.
Yeah, it was the portal they were using.
Yeah, that makes me think of Jacob's Ladder.
Yeah, no, that's 1,000% what's like what the possibility is.
That's interesting.
So I personally think, because it's more fun, giant tree. What do you think about it? What do you think Devil's Tower is? Or Bad God Tower?
I'm still in between. I don't have a full opinion just yet.
That's fair. I mean, I did only pitch this idea to you like 2 days ago.
That's okay. I'm not worried about it. I think the thing too about it is this whole, like you bringing up Jack and the Beanstalk makes me think that there are lots of stories that are being retold that come across as just a story, like some fantasy type thing. And maybe in our culture, we have lost the idea of what a story is.
Mm.
And that makes me think of the Pentateuch, first 5 books of the Bible, and how they were in many accounts stated as orated, passed down by verbal story,
Yeah.
and how the purpose was for remembrance, but then also for I want to say the word growth. I think I'm missing a point. The point is some of these stories that we have read for years, from kid to adult, and even further, may be retellings of the same stories that were from old times,
Yeah.
and we just lost sight of what that story actually meant.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. It's all just one big circle.
Like Fox and the Hound.
Yeah.
Kind of makes me think Samson.
A little bit. Though
Maybe because of Fox, but
Samson had 300 foxes, though.
I know, but still hunting foxes.
Hey, beloved customer, before we take our break, why don't you put a comment in on how Samson captured 300 foxes?
That's
I want your ideas because logistically, I still don't understand how that man did that.
illogical.
So we'll be back in just a moment. Well, beloved customer, I'm back. Ethan's not. And you know what? We're just going to wrap up this episode because we both kind of decided we didn't have anything else to say about giant trees. Our counts today are 1 count of big tree. Actually, a bunch of counts of big tree. 1 count of Pentateuch. And no counts of You Know What You Did. No counts of Boom Boom. And no Tony. Tony, though, does ask that you please like and subscribe to the YouTube as well as Spotify and Twitter. And he also asks that you interact with him and Ethan and I on Twitter. And that is at Septic Guys Know Shit on X. I'm sorry, it's X, not Twitter. Anyways, yeah, and he promises that if you don't, he is going to steal. No, he's not going to steal. He is going to cry himself to sleep every night for a month. Anyways, this has been Septic Guys Know Shit. As always, check your chlorine. Wipe your ass. Don't flush any wet wipes. And don't forget the Harold Goose No Jumps Wisdom of the Day. When they put your picture on a window, make sure you get a picture of the window. Anyways, we hope that you have a beautiful day and that you make it good for someone else. And we'll see you on your next inspection.